They rolled in and Bearcat squad.
Don't come outside of Walmart neighborhood.
Now this was a little bit earlier before it got dark, folks. We are not live. We're
Oh,
talking
okay.
about these two major incidents that happened in the Detroit area in East Point. Just
He
down the road
finally
from one
said it's
another, you
not
got a
live.
SWAT situation and
I was
also
like, because I'm the state away from Detroit and it's dark here.
a mass shooting
So I was not
at
understanding how it could be
Foot
live.
Locker outside in the parking lot of a Foot Locker. 4 people shot. Come out with your hands up. He said he ain't going back to prison.
Yeah, you good. Good thing negotiators is here.
See, they talk too much tech shit. That's how I knew the person that was live streaming it was. He has to be. He's got to be some kind of official person. He's been like getting this around the scene, live version. He was at the scene at the Foot Locker,
Come
and
on
I
out,
guess
both
there's
hands up without
somebody
the
in
knife.
this car. They've had him in this car for a long
Dude,
time,
this
and
guy did a violent
apparently,
crime. What are you waiting for?
see, he said, "What are you waiting for? Because it's human life, and they're trying to."
Apparently, this guy's
I think they're trying to get a guy a chance.
I
Is
don't
that
know
all
for
right
sure.
with you? See what I'm saying, my people? Do you see what I'm saying?
Them tasers.
Okay, so earlier when the girl was saying, they just sound. It's I just the people the way you talk about life. This is human life. Now I know this person took a life, but what are we doing in this country? We're supposed to be doing this in an official capacity according to the law. That's all I'm saying. The man don't want to go back to jail. They might shoot him, granted, but the "what are you waiting for" attitude, honey, no. What? Oh, child. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. I ain't allowed to say how I feel. I am, but I'm not gonna. I just don't like it. What are you waiting for? Can you imagine that person being on the scene? That's why we get done the way we get done. What are you waiting for? Well, I don't know what they're waiting for, but who's to say it went down the way? You can't judge it from the scene, sir. You're not even there. Talk about what are you waiting for? It's a mess. Our world is a mess, y'all. It just
Well,
is.
I'm looking at them. I know some of the guns have lights on them, but I'm looking at all those yellow. See, those are all tasers, ladies and gentlemen. Those are
I
not guns.
appreciate you
And here comes
screaming,
the tank.
but I mean, what are you waiting for, honey?
Bump the tank.
Mhm. Don't be so excited about the opportunity to spill blood, even if it's spilled blood. Let's give everybody the judge by jury in the trial. You know what I'm saying? Let's do this right. Let's not. I don't know. I know. How would I feel? I get it. But the problem is we are ignoring law in this country right now. And like we're gleeful about it, apparently some of us. But in order for laws to be broken, they're broken against people, and some of the people might be innocent. You have no proof. I'm sure this man may think that maybe the letter M and the letter S and the number one and the number three was also tattooed on the hand. I mean, I'm just, we justifying what we want to justify. We're not even allowing for proper investigations. We miss seeing shit. We don't give a fuck. We just don't give a fuck as a people.
Don't bust your ass, nigga.
So
Don't
now,
bust your
what
ass.
the hell? What's going on here, honey?
Yeah, but no, he get killed. They gonna have to be money.
They don't know they behind the fence. We getting pay-per-view. They looking through the hole in the fence. That guy keep knocking me off, knocking my live stream off, because he probably don't want me looking at his. I don't think it's anything else but him knocking me off. But I mean, and it's fair. I don't. I thought this was live, but it's not live anymore. And I was trying to give him proper credit, but I have the right to report him. I just apparently I'm not part of the unit or force that allows him to get this live stream. But you know, that's it's unfortunate that we don't. I don't know. That's why I couldn't do the job, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't be a keeper at the zoo. I would be letting the lions and the little bunny rabbits or something, I'd let them out. I ain't gonna lie, it's certain jobs, there's many things I can't do because I feel so much compassion for just in different scenarios now. Well, all right. Well, I've seen enough. I really thought it was live. Then I know we were one state away, and I was trying to look out my window, like it's daylight there. Like what the hell? Nah, this is a restream of a live that somebody's looking at live. So I'm about to dip up out of here. There is some interesting information on the Schumann resonance. So we are expecting earthquakes. So everybody get your crayons and your pencils because this may be an issue, you know what I'm saying? And let's go to, where's my Schumann resonance guy? We'll come back to that. Let's see. Let's get us a background for the Schumann resonance. I'm sorry. I don't know how this is gonna turn out, but it's crazy. I don't know. It's just wild the way we don't value life no more, you know. And I get this guy didn't value life, but at the end of the day, we want to have that proven in a court and not jump to assumptions on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. This is how we got in the issue and the circumstance we are now. I see that video earlier where that dude is like, he went off on these little girls praying. I guess they was in a parking lot praying or something. He told them to go back. He said more, but if y'all ain't seen it, you ain't seen it. It's on the Roland Martin channel. I keep trying to pause this little bitch. This little bitch ain't pausing. I do not like when shit don't do what I say. Okay, who's got the control of the button here? Me or you, Punkin? Pimpin', I ain't got time for this. So let's see if I can find Schumann. S-C-H-U-M-A-N. Yo, what's that guy's name? The Sherman Show. Maybe it's the Schumann Show. Sherman. The Truman Show? Maybe it's the Schumann Show. Maybe it's the same. Alright, this guy is really good. I think this is the guy. I think this is the guy. So, always I'm trying to be ahead of the curve in whatever can possibly be happening because I just went through a power outage too. And it wasn't any fun, and nobody tried to help me, and nobody called me to see if I was okay, and luckily it was only 30 hours.
Meter wavelengths.
And I'm very, very respectful about the fact that it didn't take forever, but also I was totally unprepared, and I financially really don't have a way to be prepared.
They traveled in certain.
And, you know, I don't know, guys. It's like it's rough when the situation's like that, you know.
Hi everyone, Geophysicist Paul Burns
really
here with
though.
a pretty serious announcement. We have a very unusual anomalous signal that has been detected.
He is at least like trying to really tell you like what's up.
In Earth's natural energy field.
That time.
We have seen these sort of anomalous signals before. That's one of the things that we track together on this channel. And every time that we've seen this anomalous signal in a significant way, and even times when it's just kind of a whisper, we have seen very high magnitude earthquakes occur shortly afterwards, just within days. So this is some of the craziest the parameters that we've seen on this signal yet, at least with my experience, my time observing this. A great example that we'll go into, we're going to go through all the historic examples so you can really make up your own mind and opinion about what this geo alert means. We hope that nothing happens from this. Let me say right from the beginning that there is no guarantee that there's going to be
everybody on YouTube got to say, I'm not inciting violence.
Earthquakes.
He lied. He got to take it one step further. Like,
that happens.
I'm not telling you, universe,
no one wants that
to do anything.
Looking at this just from a very realistic standpoint, because we see these connections. The most poignant example was back on February 2nd, 2023, 4 days before the magnitude 7.8 and 7.5 earthquakes in Turkey near the Syrian border, which was devastating. I have friends in that area that were absolutely devastated by those earthquakes. We saw anomalous signals in the Schumann resonances, again, 4 days before, and then the day of, starting exactly when that earthquake occurred, we saw a 6 to 8 hour long anomalous signal appear. Very obviously, that was correlated perfectly. We've also seen these signals before the most recent seismic burst at Camp Eagle Gray, which is around February 17th, with a few days on each side. That was this year. We saw these signals appear back on November 29th. That was 5 days before, 5 or 6 days before the magnitude 7 earthquake that occurred off the coast of California to the north near Pretoria at the Triple Junction. We saw these signals also occur back on February 22nd, 2024, and about 24 hours later, we had a magnitude 6.3 earthquake, which was the only magnitude 6 plus earthquake that occurred for like a week on either side. So it seems very much linked to that. And then just recently, we also, just like 2 days ago, we saw some of these pre-earthquake signals in the record, and they were very faint and quiet, and we had that magnitude 7.4 earthquake that hit south of Chile and Argentina within about 24 hours, actually less than 12 hours, I believe, after that occurred. And that was measured about 18,000 kilometers away. So that would explain why the signals showed up so faintly, but we did observe them. I have a keen eye for this. I track this stuff every day, folks. This is really my passion, my interest. It's understanding macro Earth geophysics. That's what I educate on this channel. So if you like to stay appraised with these Earth changes, then you can subscribe to the channel. I release videos almost daily. But this is a pretty serious thing. So let's get right into the data. And we're going to then go to through the historic examples, and then we're going to go back to the data so we can better understand it once more. So let's go straight into just what we're seeing, because it is very, very anomalous and bizarre. Actually, let's start here with our spectrogram. Here we have a spectrogram of data from the Space Observing System. This is a public geophysical observatory out of Tomsk, Russia. It's run by the technical university there, and they take measurements on the ionosphere. They take measurements on the Schumann resonances. They take measurements also just as it relates to solar activity and such, and they post that on their website. And they seem to have one of the best public observatories as it relates to capturing high resolution data on the Schumann resonances. Here we see definitely an anomalous signal there, and that is right in the pre-earthquake signal range of about 20 to 25 hertz. So it's more like 15 to 30 plus hertz. But that was the first kind of clue that something weird was happening for this most recent burst. And I noticed that, but we had something really critical occur here, and actually now the data is offline. If we go back to the 1st of May, we see our anomalous signals. They're very faint, but see that line right there? That's one. We see some more right here, like this. We also see a little parabola there, a little bit of like anomalous energy bleeding there. You see this increase in the intensity in the very low frequencies right there. It's about 5.5 hertz. This is 0 hertz up top, 40 hertz down below. I'll explain this more later, but I just want to get your eyes on this right away.